Hello and welcome to day 2 of our 5-day Restore Your Core Yoga Challenge. I'm excited you're here. We will start on our back with this time our lower half in butterfly or Supta Baddha Konasana, knees out, feet together. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you can place some support under your knees. Also, you might want a blanket or something to pad your knees with for today's practice if you've got cranky knees. Okay, hands connect to your body in some way, any way. Take a moment to either close your eyes or soften your gaze down. And just feel your natural breath move your body. Every inhale, your body expands out into your hands. And every exhale, it softens back down. Arriving in the moment and letting go of anything else on your mind. Adding a little gentle movement with the breath. Bring your knees up, feet flat. Keep your feet together. Good. Then breathe in as you open the knees out. And breathe out as you draw them in. But to draw them in, what I want you to do is think of, once again, that lengthening the low back down on the mat, so pressing it down, drawing the pelvic floor in and up, and the lower abdominals in. I know it's a lot to think about. Don't overthink it. Just, it'll become more natural as you go. Inhale as you open the knees out and soften. And exhale as you draw in, engage, and bring the knees to touch. Good, just a few more times like that. Inhale as you let the knees fall open. Exhale as you engage and draw in. Keep moving like that. We're basically training our body to use the core muscles to move. Good, just one more time wherever you're at. Great. And then bring your arms down by your side. Bring your feet in towards your hips a little bit with a little more space. Bring them about hip distance apart. And as you inhale, let's press the hips up. And as you exhale, lower down. So just a very gentle, dynamic bridge moving with the breath. Inhale, tilt up, press up, and exhale, lower down. Couple more times like that. As you inhale, feel the low back press, so it's like your hips are lifting up first, and then everything else comes up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale. Hold for a brief pause at the top, and then exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Let's revisit something that we did yesterday and see how we're doing. Bring the knees up at a 90-degree angle-ish. And you can bring your hands on your low belly for feedback. Press the low back down, take a breath in, and a breath out as a toe taps down. And we'll go straight into the alternating legs. Breathe in as it comes up. Breathe out as you switch. Good. And connecting this with our breath, breathe in. Breathe out, just slows us down a little bit. Slower is actually better on this. Just keep moving. See if this is any easier today. See if you can find that lower TA, the transverse abdominal engagement, a little easier today. Okay, let's try both together. Remember, only go as far down as you can keep the low back on the floor. Like, no need to go all the way down. Good. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, come back up. Remember, we're trying not to let that belly dome up. We want to keep it concave the best we can. Beautiful work. One more wherever you're at. Exhaling as you come down. And inhaling as you come up. Draw your knees in and give yourself a well-deserved hug. Maybe a massage by rocking side to side, a massage on your back. And then we'll come over to one side and press up to hands and knees. So like I said, take your time if you like patting your knees. We'll be on our hands and knees for a bit today. And we'll set up for tabletop position. So just hands and knees, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And just find your stability here. It's like you're pressing up actively out of the mat. And think of your rib cage lifting up just a little bit, like your rib cage is coming up towards your spine. Just a little bit of a hug in of the ribs. And with that, just keep breathing. Moving through cat-cow. Gently lower the belly down just a bit, broaden the collarbone, and gaze upward. Good, and then press away from the mat as you round your spine, release the head. Feel the pelvic floor draw in, the low abdominals. Good, back and forth. Inhale, open, gaze up. And exhale, round. Feel the engagement. Inhale as you open, never dumping into the back here, right? We still have this control. And exhale, round. Just a few more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then last time, inhale, exhale, neutral spine. If your wrists get tired here at all, you can always come up on your fists. Sometimes I even do that to give my wrists a little break. This is an extreme angle for the wrist. Okay, left leg extends back behind you. Start with the toe down. And then when you feel stable here, I invite you to lift the leg up. Find this stability of the lower body. So your hips are square, and then we're feeling that core work to support us. We're also feeling the glute engage as we press up the heel. And then you can stay here, or you can extend out the right arm in front of you and breathe. And think more length than lift, right? Good. Okay, set that down and we'll set up the other side. Right toe extends behind you. Start with the foot down and just square your hips, breathe. And then if you feel stable, go ahead and lift that leg up, press away from the mat, and maybe extend out the left arm. And this is one of the best stabilizing postures you can do. So we're doing these long holds, focusing on the breath, focusing on length and stability. And then we'll do some flow too. So set that down and then alternate. Left leg, right arm, breathe in. Breathe out, set everything down. Good, alternate, breathe in. And breathe out, set it down. Moving with intention, right? Inhale, it's good to move slow with control. Exhale, set it down. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Beautiful. Let's take a child's pose. Widen your knees, sit your hips to heels, and stretch your palms forward. Forehead can melt down on the mat. If child's pose doesn't work for your body, just rest in any way that feels good to you right now. Slow, deep breaths, directing the breath to the mid-back. Great. Draw yourself up and bring your feet around in front of you for boat pose. So this is a classic yoga posture. Start with both feet planted, knees together, hands behind your thighs, and lift the chest. Good. Now get that sensation of trying to zip up the pair of pants. And with that awareness on that sensation, go ahead and lean back until you feel like you should stop. And then maybe extend your arms out in front of you. Breathe slowly. There might be a little bit of a tuck of the tailbone here, which just means kind of that same action of when we are on our back and we're pressing the low back down on the mat. And then if you feel great here, you can lift a shin, lift both shins. But if you notice your hip flexors or your low back trying to take over, then back up a step. No need to press ourselves. There's no extra benefits for going further. I promise. It's better to ease into everything. Keep the breath flowing. And then release. Good. Knees out into that butterfly position. Sit up tall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hinge forward. And then you can soften your shoulders. Release your gaze down. Kind of shake your head out a bit. And then roll on up. Long spine. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Just a very gentle twist with a long spine. Good, and then return to center. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist to the left, maybe gazing behind you. And then return to center. Find a comfortable seat, and we'll take a seated shavasana or seated stillness just for a few breaths. Don't skip it, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3.